Alright guys, this is a TDI update. Got the front intercooler mounted and some of the piping done. And check out the tabs I did. There. Got a 90-degree into, if I can show you, original turbo out into Toyota, or the Volkswagen turbo out. Happened to be the same size as the 2.5-inch kit I bought. Comes around, cut a 3-inch hole for clearance with a hole saw. Comes in real close to the power steering lines and up. Made an adapter. This is 1.5 inch coupling from the hardware store. Fabric cobbled up a reducer from the 2.5 down to turbo. This piece is from the original Toyota intake. This is original Toyota intake. This is the mass airflow from the Volkswagen. I don't know if you can see in there. I got some stock footage there. You can probably see the flapper valve just a little bit. I welded the flapper back so I maintain the stock Toyota air cleaner for a little bit cleaner look under here. Got most of the wiring cleaned up. I pulled, this is the hot side coming in from the battery with a fuse. This pops out, and there is another empty lug on this side for my constant power going to the ECU. And then my switch power I pulled off of the EFI relay since we're not going to be using it anymore. It's already switched. It's set up for a good amount of power, so all that comes down into this isolated DC bus. I got a bus bar here. These are all switch powers for like sensors and the ECU power and some other my fuel lift pump. All the rest is all cleaned up and tidied up in this wire bundle. This is mass airflow. I haven't bothered with the water yet. I wanted to make sure it should fire up and run. I just started bleeding the fuel, but I'm fixing to head out on the airplane down to Minnesota. So this is all the time I had. I'll go over the gas pedal mount if we can get a picture, a good shot of it. I made a plate. You can kind of see I used the original Toyota throttle pedal and welded the mount up off of that. And the Volkswagen pedal sits in there real nice. I got it disconnected because I was messing with stuff. But it sits up there real nice and flush with everything else. Got full travel on it. I ended up moving the transmission up and forward, about 2 inches up, 2 inches forward, but I still got plenty of room for shifting it. Bring you around to the other side here. This is, I had a stock fan, so I'm going to try to reuse this wiring for my electric fan. What I did for the fuel is I cut right here, and then if we can show it right up there, and I added 4.5 inches of pipe. I got rid of the flapper valve, extended it for the body lift, so that worked out real nice. And then under here, my body lift, I used 1/4 inch wall 2x3 aluminum square tube I had on hand. The original rubber dampeners are still there, so it should be still a pretty decent ride. You can see the original dampers. I'll have to notch this cross member for the driveline, but I got a fuel lift pump I mounted right here. I'll probably add like an armor plate here just for protecting it off-road. Let's see. As far as clearance on the oil or on the front diff, you can see where the original drain plug was, and I took a piece of 1-inch aluminum on the lathe, drilled and tapped it, and put a bolt and a crush washer for draining the oil. Probably see a little bit of the motor mounts up there. The white lighting's not too bad. I'll come around the sides to show a little bit better. It looks pretty dark here. Let's see if we can show the cross member. This is 2-inch Schedule 80 pipe I used. That's the cross member. It is notched right here to clear the diff or the transfer case. Let's see. I'll show you the motor mounts. Under here we got Toyota motor mount. Toyota motor mount there. I cut that. I got 2 bolts on the block, one in the center there. I caught, and I added one on that side too. And it's all 1/2-inch plate I used. It's what I had on hand. It's probably overkill, but it's all right. And then I used so many wires. Some 1/4-inch plate in there to build up the bottom of that mount. And then on the other side, I used a 1/4-inch plate along the block. I cut a bolt mount up there, 2 down below, some 1/4-inch plate off of that onto part of the stock Toyota motor mount. Toyota motor mount here, and then 1.25 1.5 square tube. I don't remember. I think it's 1.5 onto the frame. So that's it so far. Hopefully when I get back on Sunday I might be able to get her fired up. I just didn't have enough time. That might be why I didn't fire up. Could try that again, actually, with everything plugged in the way it's supposed to be. I still got the original ECU from the Toyota in here. I'm not sure yet. I haven't spent the time to see if the speedo goes through it or not. I have a feeling it doesn't, but you know, stranger things have happened. And then, yeah, this is just a mess of wires I need to clean up. But all the important stuff is in the cab, and I should be able to mount it in the glove, under the glove box area there. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll add another video of this guy all cleaned up and hopefully running. Like and subscribe.